Okay, so here are the three basic psychological needs that we humans seem to have. Need. One is connection, a need for connection. People connecting to each other, like I did with Hunter. A need for safety and feeling that you're okay, that you are not in danger. And three, a need for control, not being controlling, but having some sense that you're the master of destiny, you're the captain of the ship. You can make things happen. We now know from decades of research, from attachment theory research, human beings do much better in bonded, close relationships. We also know that animals, when separated, if they're touched and held, have an improved immune system and develop more normally. Infants left in orphanages, people in solitary confinement, people not touched, don't seem to do too well. So, and probably the reason for that is oxytocin. When there's connection, when we're looking at each other, gazing at each other, sharing with each other, oxytocin is secreted. Oxytocin is one of the most powerful antidotes to stress hormones, particularly cortisol. As oxytocin goes up, cortisol drops. Okay. Also, there's something called heart-brain coherence. It seems that when you're in connected, close relationships, close to our cohorts, close to loved ones, family, we do better. Peter Levine, who is a psychologist who does a lot of work in trauma and PTSD, talked about in his book, Eye of the Tiger, I think it is, Waking the Tiger. A number of years ago, was crossing the street to give a lecture, maybe at Harvard, I'm not sure. And anyway, as he's walking with his briefcase, thinking about his talk, he gets run over by a car. And he's lying there in the street thinking about, oh shit, I'm now going to go into trauma and PTSD. All of a sudden, out of the group of people staring at him, a young woman bends down and says to him, you're okay. You have a broken arm, but your pulse is okay. Your skin color is okay. You're conscious. You've had no head injury. And it was a young intern who was on her way to the hospital to hear him talk. He said, as soon as she touched me, I felt my body calm down. I felt my whole neurology, my whole cortisol leave my body. And I knew I was not going to be traumatized. In fact, we know when people are traumatized, they often feel powerless, alone, and disconnected.